yeah, we spent all the money on the move. Now we ain't got money to put stuff in our house. Well, that's your choice. It's gonna be rough for a little while.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Pay me to watch my dog. Gosh, there's so many of these. Hi all, one bedroom, fully furnished apartment available from October 6th to November 4th to stay in Lincoln Square area for $3,000 in exchange for dog sitting. Let me know if you know of anyone interested. Please note, it is a vegetarian and drug-free home. Please DM for details and visiting tonight or tomorrow. $3,000 for a month. I don't know what the fuck you think this is. If I'm paying $3,000, your house is going to become a nightclub for the month that I'm staying there. No security deposit? No problem. Here we go. It's a really stupid idea on both sides. The fact you'd even ask leaves my mouth agape. But we shall move on. Drive me 30 minutes. Joy needs a ride to downtown from Tampa, Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024 at 7 a.m. from Brandon. Then need return ride. Uber wants $35 for one way. This is too expensive. Then I guess you're fucking hitchhiking, aren't you? Good luck out there. We'll move into this post where OP says, why can't you just accept the kindness and help postpartum when every small thing matters? What? It's kind of a non sequitur. I guess we'll pick up the context in the post. Do you feel like a meal train that may not be nourishing is worth it? We have a meal train set up for the first couple weeks from friends with all the nourishing meals. It's just a pack of discounted Lunchleys. Not even refrigerated, just laid out on the counter. Here you go, continental breakfast. Fuck you. What is happening right now? I don't know what a meal train is. Now my husband is back to work, and my church offered another meal train. Since I don't know the people personally who will be making meals, I don't exactly think we will be getting healthy. Well, how about you just say thank you to the church members that decided to contribute their time, energy, food? What the fuck?
Do you like anything, you ungrateful little shit?
But since I have 3 kids, I think it could be helpful. Are there ways to word it for the old church ladies to help ensure more healthy? Or should I just skip altogether? Yeah, definitely starve yourself. That's a lot more healthy. If you have the ability to pick and choose the things that you eat, maybe you don't need the meal train as bad as some other people might. Some people might say that you're being an ungrateful bitch. Some people might say that. Can't possibly imagine who. I wonder if her husband knows what a wretch he's married. That's probably why he spends so much time at work, you know that, right? Might be mean, might be the truth that she needs to hear. Who can really say? Anyway, this next OP says, wrong peanut butter and in need of cookie help. Yes, I need a fork to make the little crisscross on top of the peanut butter cookies. Please help me. Buy Nothing is the group. I wanted to reach out to all the people in this group who reached out to me. I have plenty of saltines and pretzels. My Fritos level is good. Yeah, mine too. I try to keep the Fritos level at least like halfway or bad things start happening. I received a 3-pack of Jif peanut butter, but I dislike the brand. I'm hoping for more Peter Pan creamy. I'm really hoping for a book of postage stamps. Yeah, fuck it. Hope. Just hope. That's all we got is hope. I got the peanut butter, but it's not the kind that I wanted. God, I hate you. I'm also hoping for cookie help.
Come on, come on! Go away!
What the fuck does that mean? Bake me cookies and bring them to me for no reason. Ones that I like to have with hot tea, like the Danish butter cookies in the blue tin. Oh, not homemade. You gotta bring me the one in the tin. The good cookies. Hate to break it to you, but the Danish butter cookies never has cookies at my house. It's full of sewing supplies. How about pecan sandies, too? Yeah, how about them? I'll stop here. I wanted to make sure no one else spent on pretzels and saltines. Thank you all. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Fucking lump. Just never stops asking for things. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a book of postage stamps. Dude, get a job. I don't know what to tell you. Peanut butter and postage stamps are not that expensive. Fucking pull it together. This OP says lots of demands. Oh, RV site with all utilities free for a couple. Gosh, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I wonder what the catch could possibly be. Job duties, maintenance, groundkeeper, security, general labor, compensation, FHU only. So you do this job, you gotta do it all the time, we'll give you a free house. As far as buying shit, well, just post on Facebook and ask for some peanut butter, I guess. I'm taking applications for a couple here from 1st March 25 to November 25 now. Please let me save you a lot of reading. If you don't love America and don't realize that these dumb A's in office now is leading America in the wrong direction, read no further. I can't use you. Use you, huh? Interesting turn of phrase there. I will say that yes, all of the dumbasses on all sides are leading America in the wrong direction. Smaller government is the answer, not bigger. States' rights and the Constitution are extremely important. However, I think we would have fundamental differences in the interpretation based on what I've read here so far. He's not exactly a brilliant mind, you see. He's not sure how to save America, he just knows that he doesn't like what's going on. If you're a wooze and can't kill the predators that we catch in our traps before they can kill or maim our birds, animals, fish, and even our pets, go to the next ad. If you don't have your own source of income and need pay, read no further. My wife and I own a small, historical, low-fenced private game ranch outside of the extra-clean small town of Kerrville, Texas, in the beautiful Texas Hill countryside. And he's like randomly sprinkling quotes in there. Historical, low-fenced, beautiful Texas Hill country, all in quotes for some reason. Only 1 hour northwest of the quote-unquote hustle and bustle of San Antonio, right off IH-10. We need a couple, man and wife. That's right, and if you ain't married, don't you fucking come over here talking to me. Have you lain together? I must know for the application. For 2 sets of ears and eyes for security reasons. Yes, of course. I definitely want my wife to work security and possibly put herself in harm's way for a free house. What the fuck are you talking about? With their own nice newer RV, because it is the very first thing seen when you, I, or our guests turn into our home barn area. Very first thing seen, quotes. Home barn, quotes. I have a question. Are you going to provide the nice newer RV since, you know, it is the first thing that people see, or you want me to spend $80,000 on a recreational vehicle just so I can, what, plug into your power and water? This is so stupid. Must have their own source of income. OF is capitalized. I don't know if he wants you to work on OnlyFans or what. I mean, you can do that from home, so that's good. They'll live in the RV under the canopy of 100-plus-year-old live oak tree to perform security and do many ranch jobs. Way too many to list. Yeah, how's that for a job description? I don't know, I just want you to do like fucking whatever comes to my mind. But like feeding our many deer, songbirds, rabbits, and chickens, and gathering chicken eggs, keep as many as you can eat. Watering, mowing, weed eating, trimming, cutting up, and pulling dead cedar trees to burn piles, running and baiting live traps and killing what is caught, and do many other small ranch jobs. I need a person who can perform small mechanical jobs like setting carburetors on Kawasaki mules or chainsaws. Yes, I'm looking for someone who can do absolutely everything. Do you know somebody like that who works for free? All I have to do is offer them a hose and an electrical outlet, and they're basically indentured servants for the rest of their lives. And I don't just want one to do it. I need the man and the woman. I need to ruin a couple's entire life and plans for the future. Didn't you ever want to have a couple of trailer park babies running around the RV? Come on now. We gotta dream big here. Can I ask you if there's any sort of insurance if one were to be injured on the job or lose a hand to a chainsaw or something like that? Oh no, nothing? Just the hose.
Just a flesh wound.
Okay, great. I'll flush my mortal wound clean with the fluoridated water that you've so graciously provided. That's your medical insurance. There you go. These are all so stupid, dude. Why would anybody ever agree to do all these things? Can I ask you that? It just makes no sense. Not even you gotta bring your own house, your own RV. Fucking ludicrous. But indeed, the post-parade continues, and this OP says, need meat, food, and stuff for a party. Yep, just throw the party for me, basically. Can we have it at your house? Then I don't need to clean up. May I ask if anyone has meat or any other food items? Yes, I do. Many, but they're for my family and not for you, fucking internet stranger. That they are looking to pass on. We are unable to make it to our church's food drive tonight. Maybe if you learn to use the correct there, then I'd think about it. If I gave you this can of beans, you would waste all of the potential energy inside for just bullshittery. It's not that hard. There, and there. It's short for they are. That they are looking to pass on. Not to be the fucking grammar guy, but yeah, this is the level of intellect that we're dealing with here. Also for chips, paper plates, cups for a party that my mom is having. The food we get from you will be divided between 3 families. Our house, 4 people. My parents, 2 people. My sister, 3 people. Thank you in advance. Wow. One family of fucking do-nothings went through some sort of mitosis to become 3 families of do-nothings. Why can't you buy the plates or the cups or fucking offer anything to your family or the world? I don't ask for much. Any sort of contribution will be fine, but you don't bother with that. You're just a taker. Too lazy to go pick up free food from the church. Can you bring me some and also party supplies? You are one of the worst examples of humanity. Can I tell you that? Does your family not have the gene for shame or something like that? I hear that's becoming more and more common. Try to restrain yourself a little bit, you know? Put something in before you take something out, for God's sake. I'll tell you, Jesus probably don't like that fucking do nothing either. Anyway, next post. Please deliver entire house of free furniture. I don't even want to move my own shit. What makes you think I'm going to move all yours? Brisbane South Side Buy Swap Sell. Hello everyone, my partner, myself and our baby are moving back to Brisbane, to place. We were wondering if anyone has free beds and mattresses ×2, a lounge, TV unit, fridge, freezer, microwave, washing machine, etc. Practically everything for a house. We have a 3-bedroom, but Bob has all his things organized if anyone has any of these items for free and preferably could drop to our house as we don't have a car yet. That would be fantastic. Please and thank you. Yeah, we spent all the money on the move. Now we ain't got money to put stuff in our house. Well, that's your choice. It's gonna be rough for a little while.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Who's out here giving away fridges and freezers and washing machines? All types of appliances. It's like the Price is Right out here on Facebook. All you gotta do is ask. No problem. Well, of course I'll give you a microwave. You're out of your mind. Buy the car, build the shit yourself, stop begging. I'd love to see the comments, honestly. I always wonder what the comments are like on these things. Half as vitriolic and hateful as my own comments? Well, we can only hope. Anyway, moving on. Always wild to me when people get something for free and it's not enough for them. No, that is exactly what people like this do. That is how they subsist. Oh, you're nice, you gave me something, can I take more from you? Sure, yeah, of course you can. Take my lead pipe right to the back of your fucking head. Went for the first time on Veterans Day. I appreciate what they did for veterans of the United States. Although the meal was free for me, I was a bit disappointed that they didn't have ribs on the Vet's Select menu. Yeah, because ribs are pretty fucking expensive. They take a long time to cook. You want the ribs? I'm sure you could pay for the ribs, but no. You wanted the free food. And we'll complain about the free... I hate you. And I can say it because I served our country too. So we're on equal footing. I didn't come home and be a whiny bitch about it though. That's the difference. I don't want a free meal. I'm perfectly capable of paying for the ribs myself. Thank you very much. I ordered the smoked sausage vet meal, and the sausage was pretty dry, and it only came with one sausage. Yeah, do you not understand what free is? We're not making any money on this. This is not nearly enough to feed the average guy/vet. My girlfriend had the pulled pork, and it lacked any kind of flavor whatsoever. Had to drown it in barbecue sauce to flavor it up again. I appreciate the sentiment of giving to vets, but they gotta do better than that. No, they don't have to do anything at all, okay? They could be just like the US government, sit there with their thumbs up their asses like, yeah, the VA sucks, but we're not gonna bother to fix it. Instead of that, though, they decided to be the change they want to see in the world. And of course, there's always some ungrateful little pissant. Someone who doesn't know how to say thank you and leave well enough alone. I only got one sausage. I got another sausage for you right here. How about that? He did give it a 4-star review, though. So, I don't know. Maybe not the biggest douche in the world, but like top 10 for sure. I guarantee it. Anyway, moving on. I'm selling off my watch collection, and this guy asked me to ship him a watch before he paid me. No, I was way too patient with him. Oh god, it's gonna be a long one, is it? Are you still selling watches? I don't really wear a watch, but if I had a fancy watch, maybe I would. It's probably not true. I'd forget it every time. Tissot Powermatic 80 navy blue dial. Dude says, hey, is this still available? And OP says, yes, sir. Hi, I'm living in Atlanta. You? Charlotte, I can ship the watch if you cover the cost for a total of like $450. Payment? Do you have Venmo? I'm English on good. I'm new. What? OP says, okay, well, I also have PayPal. I need check. I can't accept a check. Location? Charlotte, North Carolina. And then he sends a picture of the Venmo app page. This app allows you to send money. And then the PayPal app page. Also this. Yeah, we're going really slow with this guy. Dude says, first, check. And OP sends a photo of the Cash App store page. And he says, and this. Are you talking about a paper check here? You can send WAC. Yes, but you must send the money first. You can believe me. Automatic. That's the quickest way to make me not believe you. OP says, I cannot accept a check. You fist, send whack. God promise. That's right. Give me my God promised watch. OP says, no, sir. I'm new in USA. Yeah, I understand. I will not send the watch without the money first. You back? Believe? No. Location sharing ended. You can come halfway. I will not drive 2 hours to sell a watch. I love this. Finally putting your foot down, huh? You must send the money first. Then I will send the watch. End of discussion. Okay, but I could do 200. I'm new in USA. No, he didn't say that. That was hopefully the end. Hopefully OP blocked him. What a moron. There are like a lot of people in the USA that came here recently and they don't make it somebody else's problem. Okay? Yeah, it'd be nice to have a watch. That's great. You probably got some sort of money, resettlement stuff, and that's super nifty that you'd want to spend it on a watch. Not a waste of taxpayer dollars at all. But first, I do need you to PayPal me some money. Thanks so much. He's not gonna do it. He ain't got no money. I don't know what the plan was for like the COD delivery or something. You just robbed the delivery driver? I guess that's one way to do it. Maybe he is being legitimate, but that is way too much fucking heartache to go through, even for $half a grand, to sell this watch. It's fine. Somebody else will pay the price. If you got a red one of them watches, I'll buy it for $400. Right now, I'll do it. No, I want to buy a 3D printer. That's my next big, stupid, expensive purchase that I'll never use. Anyway, moving on. Leaves $1,000 worth of bikes in car in a high prowl area. Wants someone to help her replace them for free. Oh no. I thought we still lived in a high trust society. Well, less and less. This is from a Buy Nothing group. Unique ask. My 2 hybrid bikes were stolen from my car, among many other things last year. I'm just now finally finishing the renter's insurance claim. I was so distraught about it and dealing with other health issues at the time that I just compartmentalized it as best I could and wrote it off, but didn't even realize that my renter's insurance would cover it. Okay, cool. Sounds like you got that sorted. Bye! She goes on. My uncle gifted them to me. He's tried and tried, but can't find the original receipts. The adjuster said if I could find similar priced items, she could potentially give me closer to the value of the bike versus the bare minimum. So, does anyone have receipts for hybrid bikes approximately $500 to $600 purchased before September 2023, not 2024, like these ones? That is an insanely specific ask, but I'm so glad you asked, because yes, I have 2 of those receipts right here, but I'm going to charge you $500 each in order to utilize them. Does anyone have 1 or 2 hybrid bikes that they would love to gift me that they're not using? Oh, first it's just the fucking receipts, is it? And now it's like, hey, also, if I could just have a bike and not have to deal with insurance, fuck you! That's what insurance is for. Get out of my face! It's time for me to get on a bike again and not be so discouraged on how to keep it safe. I liked having 2, so that's always an option to share it with a friend. So it's just you and you need two bikes. Oh my God, I'm so upset right now. What the hell? Are the lights on upstairs at all? I really am speechless. This is fucking crazy.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
I would feel better about it if I got a free one. So if yet another selfish, lawless, predatory being that feels completely entitled to steal from me, it's happened more than once, and those of us that may be just a few paychecks away from similar situations as them, or worked really hard to live a life so that we could afford these things, I won't have wasted a lot of money. It's all about you as usual, isn't it? I don't have to compare myself or put myself in your shoes because I know how a fucking bike lock works, alright? I'm sorry your car's a piece of crap. Maybe instead of buying a bunch of electric scooters for people that don't exist, friends that might need to share a bike with you, buy a fucking vehicle. Keep the things secure so this doesn't happen anymore. Or are you just gonna keep running back to Facebook and be like, somebody fix it for me, hurry! I hate this. 3. Oh, it continues! If they can make men walk on the moon, they've got to make bike locks / solutions that actually work. I haven't heard of or found any yet. I will gladly take suggestions. We seriously need to lobby for consequences for stealing, especially bicycles. I'm looking into some kind of tracker I could put on it, an impossible to cut bike lock, somewhere nearby I could store it locked with someone else, or in a garage with easy access, etc. Yeah, look at you, you got so many fucking ideas, don't you? She's like, yeah, I wanted to put a tracker on it. Does anybody have an extra AirTag I can link with my iPhone? You're a mooch. Until you start to give back, bad things will continue to come your way. Although I've seen so many times on our neighborhood Buy Nothing group that bikes inside apartment garages get stolen often, too, because lawless, immoral, unethical, entitled people sneak in. I seriously wish there was a way to track it and then lock it up and set it to zap with a very light electrocution. I think you mean electrify. Electrocution means that somebody was killed because of the cution part. Just zap them enough to not make them be able to touch or ride the bike once it's been stolen. And I'm pretty sure I'm serious. Yeah, you put your big brain full of ideas. If I could just electrify my bike with a car battery, everything would be normal and fine. My parking spot is covered only 3/4 in the alley. I put one of my bikes inside my car with darkened windows to ensure it would be less likely to be stolen so I didn't have to carry it up 3 flights of stairs overnight. Oh, see, that's what you didn't want to carry it up the fucking stairs. You were a fat, lazy fuck, and you're like, it'll probably be fine in my car overnight. So what if it isn't? Then you bug the insurance people, you bug a bunch of people on Facebook. Now it's everybody else's problem because you couldn't heft your bike up 3 flights of stairs. The first day you did it, I'm sure it would be hard, but if you do it for a week and then a month, then you'll be able to carry the bike upstairs, no problem. You never have to worry about it getting stolen again. You just keep it in your house. We don't need to hook it up to a car battery or anything. The other 2 were on the back of my car on a bike rack, locked and tied down after I finished the blank, and I went to get a 1-hour massage, and I came out and the bikes were gone! It's actually 3 bikes over a couple of different time spans. Yeah, pay me out for every bike that was ever stolen in my neighborhood, okay? I'm not like those lawless, immoral, unethical, entitled people. I just want you to deliver me 5 free bikes. What? Am I not deserving of having nice things, even though inevitably it'll get stolen because I'm too lazy to take it into my house? This is hard to say out loud or even write. Have you said any of this out loud? If you did, maybe you'd see how stupid it sounds. I even asked the guy at the bike store before I got the bikes how to make them super secure because they seem to be stealable. Well, yeah, they have fucking wheels on. They're pretty stealable. Mobility's the whole idea. He said there's really no workaround. You just have to tie them down as best you can and don't leave them exposed for too long, as all of them can be broken with proper cutters, which is hard to do when you're living your life, unless you go straight to the trail and back home and upstairs, which is why I gave up getting another bike for quite some time, living in an apartment building without a garage. I'm still missing the part why you don't take them upstairs. I guess they were stolen during the massage. I went on a trail hike, they got stolen during the massage, and then you refused to take them upstairs once they got home? But weren't they stolen during the massage? What the fuck is going on here? You wouldn't be lying to score a free bicycle like an unethical, entitled person, would you? That's why she keeps throwing that out there. She's trying to placate her own ego, get ahead of the accusations and whatnot. Whatever, my carometer is reaching absolute 0. One of the thieves actually left some cutters behind in my car by accident, so you knew they were going through the neighborhood on purpose, scoping it out with flashlights, because they wouldn't have been able to see in the car that well without them. And cutters on hand. Did you fingerprint them or anything like that? You just... Okay, well, I can't help somebody who doesn't even help themselves. I'm also totally okay with carrying 1 up and down the stairs, especially since they aren't as heavy as the retro cruiser my dad had, and it gives me extra exercise. Yeah, so just do it 2 more times. Like, why do you need 3 bikes anyways? For the friends that totally exist? Why don't the friends give you their extra bikes now that you're in need? Probably because they know you're an insufferable do-nothing and they'll never get the bike back. I'm also thinking of asking the landlord, who has extra space in a large room downstairs, that I think he could turn into storage for us. Yeah, I'm sure the landlord will get right on that. I waited to see how my neighbors locking their bikes in our courtyard, closed off to the public by a fence, worked out, and they were stolen too. I'm looking forward to any suggestions and help, and hopefully a new bike. Thank you in advance. Oh no, don't thank me. I'm not doing anything but laughing at your tragedy. And it is a tragedy. I've had a bike stolen before, but it's like, okay, it's not irreplaceable exactly. You just do better the next time. And yes, keep it in your fucking house. That is exactly how I did it. Last photo on this post is the bikes that were stolen, $500. That's hefty, man. I'm shopping for used bikes is all I'm saying. Sell me that thing for 20 bucks. Where'd you steal it from? Doesn't matter. I saved $480.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get.
And that's the way the world works, you know? You win some, you lose some. Roundy round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Actually, we're stopping right here. We should send this lady to China. When the free Thanksgiving dinner for 8 is just not enough. This is Blank with Place. I'm happy to inform you that your basket's been delivered to the address you provided in our survey. Please find the attached photo of your delivery. Thank you and best wishes for a happy Thanksgiving. Customer service. What? Help! Help! OP says, hi, are you okay? She says, customer service. Hi, this is Blank from Place. I'm the one who delivered the basket to your house. Is everything alright? This is just my cell phone. We don't have any sort of automated line. Hi, the basket no good. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Can you let me know what issues you encountered, and I'll try to get you to the right person. Was the delivery address correct? / is the photo above your house? The basket no good. You might have to be more specific. What exactly makes it inferior to all the other baskets? You're gonna hurt the basket's feelings. OP says, do you have time for a quick call? I tried your number and got voicemail, but I think it might be easier to sort this out by phone. Stop calling! You just want to complain. You don't want to complain to anybody's face. It's much easier when you think I'm an automated robot, isn't it? OP says, hi again, you! It's likely my boss who's calling you. He oversees the donations. I passed along your concerns to him so he can connect you to the right person. He's calling from his office landline, which is unable to receive text messages, so just call him back at your convenience. Thanks, and happy Thanksgiving. No good with food not enough. You're still hungry, are you? Is that the problem? Well, I tell you this, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's especially no such thing as a free fucking Thanksgiving dinner. OP says, yeah, hi. It sounds like you're saying that the issue is that you didn't receive enough food. I spoke to other members of the team and am aware that you put in the delivery instructions that you required food for 31 people. However, we're capped at 8 people per household. Well, yeah, well, just take food from 4 other houses and give it to me. What a pig. This is to ensure that there were enough donations to reach every family. That is why the survey did not allow you to indicate more than 8. Sorry for the confusion. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Yeah, very professional. Very nice of you, OP. I'd be ready to rip her a new one. Like, how the fuck you got 31 people there and nobody can afford to bring, like, a sweet potato casserole, you know? It's like the worst Thanksgiving food in existence. Go knock on somebody's door, they'll probably give one away. She says, 3 more bags. 3. Apple's pies, no pumpkin. Apple. Oh, you want to be specific about the pies too, huh? I happen to like Apple's pie. I think it's way better than Ponky. OP says, food donation is unfortunately concluded for this Thanksgiving. What you can do if you're hosting a multi-family gathering next year is ask for your guests to apply for their own bags if their residence/legal address is in our place, and if they meet the need criteria, then we can deliver to them in addition. No more! You're literally speaking with a cave person. It's like, how hard is it to form a full sentence? You are getting so much more energy than you actually deserve right now. And I'm not even talking about all the food that they delivered, just this whole interaction. Ugh! I'm never volunteering again. I'm gonna punish everybody because you're horrible. OP just says 8 people is the maximum per household. If you're experiencing any other problems, feel free to contact my boss at the number from which he called and let him know. Yeah, boss is gonna shut you right down. Oh, you got free food, but you needed more free food? Yeah, it's not in the budget. She says, not good! Leaving bad review! I wish we could leave reviews on other human beings, you know? There's a Black Mirror episode that's kind of like that. There's also a Community episode that's kind of like that. I guess it's floating around in a lot of people's subconscious. And sure, it might lead to a dystopian hellscape, but at least you'd know this lady's a piece of shit before you show up to her house with the Thanksgiving turkey, right? That should sort it. Your social credit rating's too low. No free turkey for you. Seems to work for China. Does China give away turkeys? I don't really know. Probably not, come to think of it. We should send this lady to China, and she'll see what some hardship is really like. No more government assistance for you. You either work or you get dragged out back and shot. Maybe it's more merciful that way. Indeed, somewhat of a rarity on this subreddit. Up next, we've got some text stories, which should be interesting. This OP says, woman at gas station driving a huge Ford F-350 asked me to help her with fuel for her truck. Yeah, just so you can get down the street? I don't think so. You're not even hauling anything. Go buy a 4-cylinder right now. OP says, I was driving alone with my dog across several states. I just crossed into my home state and needed fuel, so I pulled into the first place that I came to for said fuel, and it was busy. As I was finishing up, a young woman pulls up next to me in a huge Ford F-350 and gets out and tells me that she left home and forgot her wallet and is almost out of fuel. And she asks me if I could help her out. Oh, well, sucks to suck, I guess. Call AAA. They give you a couple free gallons, right? And you can have that pro tip for free! OP says, earlier that day I made a cash purchase, and I just put the change I got into my pocket, so in an effort to be nice to this stranger, I offered her the money that I had in my pocket, a little under $5. The woman looks at the money I offered her and says, that won't get me anywhere in my big truck. And I said, well, that's the cash that I have on me. Then she tells me that I could use my credit card and fill her truck up.
Bitch, please.
How about you go f*** yourself? I would never do that for anybody. My mom would ask me to fill her truck and I'd be like, drive a smaller vehicle. I just looked at her like she was some type of alien creature and got into my vehicle and locked the door. She then tapped on my window to tell me that she would take the cash after all. Tapping on my window woke my dog, who began aggressively barking at her, and she stepped back in surprise. I just drove off, shaking my head. You should have let the dog out. You should have let the dog go all Cujo and whatnot. How much money do you think it costs to fill a truck like that? $150 at least? Couple of bills? What the fuck? That is like next level panhandling. No thank you. I've had situations like this where I had to depend on the kindness of strangers, and it's always terrible. This is why we need to stay prepared, not forget our wallet and things at home, Seems like a really basic and stupid mistake to make, especially if you're driving long enough for your truck to actually run out of gas. Why would you not realize that you didn't have the wallet? Turn around halfway. whatever. It's probably a grift of some sort. I don't understand how they scam you with the gas pump, but probably they do. Could be that she was in legitimate need, but then you wouldn't turn down the $5. So good. I might offer the $5. Probably not, though. You think I got this money just by sticking my hand out? No, it was from the sweat of my own brow. And also my Patreon and YouTube members' brows, I guess. Oh, I did stick my hand out a little bit. You guys, sign up on the Patreon or the YouTube memberships if you would. Thank you so much. I'm going to buy an F-350 and have other people fill it up. I forgot my wallet. I don't know what you want me to do. Climb into your truck and freeze to death. That's what's best for the gene pool. Fucking non-contributor. Do nothing! And then she'd be like, oh, that guy's a schizo. And I'd be like, yeah, a little bit. Now, don't ask me for stuff no more. Let's move into our next post, which is also a text post, interestingly enough. OP says, ugh, used baby clothes? Well, I'll tell you what, here's a nice burlap sack. You can cut some arm and head hole in it, and it's only been used once to store flour. Now we're looking uptown and spiffy, which matters a lot to babies if you don't know. OP says, I have an 8-month-old. So far, the total amount of money we spent on the kid is maybe $1,000, and yeah, that's mostly diapers. We were the last of our social circles to have a baby, so we've been recipients of all of the stuff. Clothes, furniture, clothes, toys, breast pumps. We had 2 to choose from. More clothes. Did I mention the clothes? You might have. We got baby clothes from 3 different lines of hand-me-downs. My son's clothes previously belonged to his cousins on both sides, and also a whole lot from friends. See, it takes a village, doesn't it? It's a big thing here in the Philippines, too. Everybody handed us clothes when we had a baby, and yeah, now we've passed them along. My son, my 2-year-old, is running around in a school jump rope event from like 2004. It's got the date on it. It's fascinating. Anyway, OP continues, as we all know, babies grow fast. They don't wear out their clothes. An outfit that's been through 6 cousins already will look either new or have some slight stains, but still be perfectly good. I say it's good until it's threadbare, until you can feel the wind blowing through it, similar to a burlap sack, which is the joke that I made earlier. Anyway, an acquaintance is pregnant and was lamenting the cost of baby clothes, so naturally, I offered to supply her, and then she sent me her preferred brands. No, I don't think you understand what I mean by supply you. It was mostly Ralph Lauren, I kid you not. I told her that we have 1 polo Ralph Lauren onesie, and full disclosure, the baby hated it. Sad times for him. Maybe he shouldn't have peed on the laundry pile, so it was almost all we had left. Advice to new parents of boys, no matter how far you think they can reach, they can go a bit further than that. Baby boys shoot like Steph Curry. Yeah, I learned that from getting shot in the face one time. Now I do like the defensive hand maneuver preemptively as you're taking the diaper off.
No, you imbecile! That's not talc, that's paprika! Ah! Take that!
Anyway, she proceeded to be outraged and offended that I planned to give her used baby clothes. She was trying to place an order for designer baby clothes. Okay, good. Well, how about you get fucking nothing? This is what I get for trying to do something nice, is it? As a result, we are returning to our own original plan for baby clothes, which is to give them to a domestic women's shelter. She can't even have the 1 Ralph Lauren onesie that we do have. There you go, putting that foot down. Her argument was, but you could afford it. Yeah, so could you, probably. But the truth is you like the idea of the clothes more than you like actually spending the money on it. I really want to provide for my baby as long as, somebody else foots the bill. That's a horrible person. I'm glad you say coworker and not friend. Keep her at arm's length for sure. My argument to her was that a significant part of why I'm not broke is that I don't waste my money on stupid stuff like designer baby clothes. We bought none of these, but if I had been buying it, the Ralph Lauren onesie would never have been considered. The Peter Rabbit dungarees might have tempted me, however. Now that's good taste. My son is not too good for used baby clothes, so why the fuck would I buy new for your baby? Obviously, I like mine better than I like yours. Yeah. I'm sure he's a wonderful human being, but the thing that he came out of is just a wretch. A horrible, monstrous succubus that just wants to use everybody around her. Nah, I see exactly what your game is. Like I said, your baby can dress in a burlap sack for all I care. You can rest well knowing that it's your own inadequacies that brought him this fate. God, I really got worked up about that one, but I'm totally on board with OP. Fucking ridiculous. New baby clothes. Who's buying new baby clothes, man? People with too much money and too little sense, I guess. Anyway, we'll move into our third text post. My goodness, there's so many of these. I hope that you're enjoying it. A little different from the, text exchanges, but still valid in their own way. This OP says, I got called an a-hole for giving someone free food. Had it happen before. Homeless dude's like, can I have $1? I'm like, here's a sandwich. He's like, I said $1, bitch.
Why you have to be mad?
There was a post on my local Buy Nothing Facebook group, a single mom of 4 saying that her kids had nothing to eat until their food stamps come in on the 12th. I have more than enough food, so I responded and asked about dietary restrictions or allergies. She DM'd me saying that they had none, and I told her I'd get right on it, and I would message her when the food was ready. I got to cooking. I smoked a 12-pound pork roast. Hot damn! Where is this group? I'm trying to get in on this group. I also made a big old pot, 6 quarts of rice pilaf to go along with it. I bagged up some canned goods and boxes of pasta. When the food was done, I sent her a DM with my address. She said she can't drive and asked if I could deliver it to her. That was the first red flag, but I decided to go the extra mile. Technically 17 miles. Yeah, 34 if we're counting both ways, no? I get to her house and I knock on the door with a pot of rice in my hands. She takes it from me, looks inside, and the first thing she says is, no meat! Not thank you, just no meat. Yeah, second red flag. Bro, snatch that shit back. Throw it in your car. We're going down to have a cookout at the park, okay? You want some, you come and grab a plate, but you are not deserving of a 12-pound pork roast. Cooked especially for you and your 4 little fatherless munchkins? I feel bad for the little bastards, I truly do. And I mean bastard in like the most literal sense. So, I told her that the meat was still in the car, since I could only carry one thing at a time. So I head back to my car, I grab the pork roast, and I bring it to her, and she invites me inside. Oh no, nuh-uh. I would have hopped in that car and drove away. You can have the rice pilaf, that's fine. This pork roast is for me! I'd find the nearest grocery store parking lot and just gobble it down like a ghoul or a goblin. OP accepts the invitation inside though and says we walk into her kitchen and she takes the foil off the roasting pan, sees the massive pork roast, and her response is, you expect us to eat the same thing for 4 days? We are now at 3 red flags. At this point, I decide to get back in my car and drive away. As I'm walking to my car, she's screaming at me that her kids won't eat leftovers, and it's my fault that they'll go hungry. I don't reply. I just get in my car and drive home. God, that sucks ass for you, OP, honestly. You deserve much better reward for the effort that was put forth here. You gotta wonder why none of those baby daddies hung around this clearly worthless bitch. Why don't you do something? Why don't you make life happen for yourself instead of panhandling on Facebook? Ugh! It's getting me real hot under the collar. I get home and I open Facebook to block her, only to see that she had tagged me in a new post on the Buy Nothing group, and I will post it below. OP's full name is a selfish a-hole. He said he'd help, but only brought us 1 meal. If there are actual good people out there, my kids are gonna need food for 3 days. I blocked her and left the group. See? Now everybody suffers because of your consequences, you pig! You literal pig! My kids won't eat leftovers. Bullshit! They'll eat what you set in front of them, or they'll starve. That's how this is gonna work, okay? Mommy spent all of the food stamps on sugar water, and now consequences have come home to roost. And the one person willing to stick out a hand and bail you out, you spit on it, you slap his hand away. Literally, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, this is some sort of derangement, some sort of self-sabotage or something, given, you know, just her life and the state of things in general. Ugh. You don't know what hungry is, you cow. If you have the option to turn down food, you're not as hungry as you think you are. Go ahead, talk to me after 4 days. Experience the endless gnawing that won't let you think of anything else. And then maybe you'll be ready to accept a 12-pound pork roast? God damn. I'm so hungry right now, dude. This thing is living in my head rent-free. OP, please, I beg you. I'm not, like, in need, but I would be willing to pay you for that. And with door-to-door delivery included? My goodness. Somebody needs to bash that woman in the teeth for real. I wouldn't let her steal the narrative either. Reply to the thing she posted. Show everybody what was on offer and how this pig turned it down. Disgusting. Whew, yeah, those text posts really did get me worked up, didn't they? It's a little more in-depth than the text exchanges, isn't it? We gotta send it off the little ramp. That's how Matchbox cars work.
Through the straightaway, a couple of wicked-ass turns, around the loop of death, and out the mail slot.
This OP says, so I lent my friend my Hulu account. Oh, well, that sure was nice of you. Also, fatal mistake. Buying my own Netflix account, best thing I ever did. It's Dimitri, and he says, hello, can I please borrow your Hulu? And OP says, on your TV? And he says, yes, please. And he says, okay, go to sign in and do the thing where it gives you a code and then give me the code. Okay, here's the code. OP says, all right, it should be activated now. Okay. Is it? Yes, thank you so much. I have to see the new season of American Horror Stories. Then a little while later he says, ew, it's got ads, never mind. What are you expecting here? It says that I need to sign in again. OP. Yeah, that thing that I just complained about, could I complain about it again? If you're that annoyed by the ads, just pirate the fucking thing, alright? Do yourself a favor and pirate it. There's like 2 steps to the entire process, and I'm sure he's not smart enough to figure either one of them out. He needs you to sit down and hold his hand, and then when he needs anything else, he's gonna ask for the exact same thing. When you give a mouse a cookie, you know, he's gonna ask for it to not have ads included. I don't know anything about Hulu. If you're paying for a subscription, why the fuck would it have ads? I guess it's like a reduced price or something like that. Sounds like a ripoff to me. I wouldn't do it. But we all make choices in life, including Dimitri. He was offended enough by the ads that he had to sign out of OP's account. Then we gotta do the whole fucking thing again. It's terrible. It's a r/bad roommate situation too. Anyway, we'll move on. This OP says, I've got nothing. Well, so do I now. You're not giving me much to work with there. This poster says, good morning all. I'm looking for 3 things for sale. If anyone has them, plus movers. Oh, is that included in the fee? Please do not respond or laugh if you don't have the items listed. Oh, trust me, I'm going to laugh. I don't care about your feelings or opinions. If you can't stay respectful in the comments section, you'll simply be blocked. That's all. Well, see, now we've taken this thing out of the comments section, and clearly you do care about people's feelings or opinions if you're, like, preempting the entire thing with, like, oh, don't laugh, don't judge me. It's the quickest way to get me to judge you. So cool, tell me what you want. A free camper! Or one for $1,000 or less in working order. Electrical, hot water, etc. If something's broken, please notify me of what it is. Could be older, but must be clean, functional, no mold. If you can deliver, that would be great. I'm inside of McKean County. Please be willing to provide pics and or meat. I am slightly negotiable in either direction. $1,000 for a camper van. Yeah, I don't think so. I once lived in a little shit shack on wheels, cost me about like $600-700 coming out of the Navy. But also that was back in like 2009 or whatever. Also no electricity or water. This is, essentially it is just a donation at that point. I could get $1,000 in scrap metal for this thing. Item number 2, a pickup truck. $1,000 or less. Must be in good shape with less than 140,000 miles. It'll be taken to a mechanic before purchase. No rust buckets or lemons. Again, for less than $1,000. The mileage is about accurate for what you get, but you're looking for like the magic ticket, you know? This little old lady only drove the pickup truck to church on Sundays. It's not gonna happen. Maybe you could put the $2,000 you have together, and then you could buy a truck and probably sleep in it. But you're not willing to do that, are you? You don't want to sacrifice any comfort. Everybody else has to sacrifice their comfort so you can be comfortable. You're an entitled prick and your demands are ridiculous. Number 3, at least 3 guys who could lift my belongings into the camper. No, you gotta pay for that too. The next step of this is like, oh, I need one of those guys to stay so he can drive the truck while I sleep in the camper. You're just my indentured road servant for, well, forever. Until you shuffle off this mortal coil. You had 3 wishes to the Facebook genie and camper van, truck, and 3 guys. I guess wishing for 3 guys at once, that's sort of like circumventing the rules. But I think that's the first big brain play this person's ever made in their entire life. A broken clock's right twice a day, isn't it? I'll provide my phone number if you have something that meets my needs. PM pics of what you have. Thanks! I'm gonna send you pictures of Matchbox cars. Just be like, yeah. You like the look of that one? It is under $1,000. I'll sell it to you for like, I don't know, 20 bucks. I'm not gonna deliver it to you though. And God knows I'm definitely not gonna lift it into the camper van. We gotta send it off the little ramp. That's how Matchbox cars work.
Through the straightaway, a couple of wicked-ass turns, around the loop of death, and out the mail slot.
Stupid post. How about this one? It occurred on Threads, says OP, which as we all know is much safer than Twitter/X. There's also Blue Sky if you'd like, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with Twitter. It's fine. I don't need Threads, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Mines. There's so many that have fallen by the wayside. And yet Twitter's still here, so I'm gonna put my eggs in that basket. Anyway, first poster, Annie's bucket list, says, a homeless person just stopped me at the car park asking if I had any spare change for them to buy food. I didn't, so I just gave her whatever food I could find in my car. New and unopened snacks and bottles of peach iced tea. When I gave them to her though, she just sighed and rolled her eyes. Why do I feel like I just did the wrong thing? Well, probably because that's all part of the tactic to get you to shell out some cold hard cash. And you know she ain't using that to buy sandwiches, right? While it might seem disappointing to her in the short term, in the long run, you're really doing the right thing. So rest assured. Another person comes in to, I guess, unnecessarily dress down this person who's already feeling bad about doing something good. Aisha Monique says, you did the wrong thing. You don't know their food sensitivities, and the peach drink is probably too sweet, especially if they have tooth decay. Well, drink it through a fucking straw. I don't know what to tell you. I did the best I could with what I had, okay? Get out of here. Your attitude that a homeless person should eat anything you can scrounge up but a middle-class person can choose is horrendous. Do better. When I was homeless, I didn't want anyone's goddamn snacks. I wanted a hot meal. Well, how about you get a fucking job and go buy yourself a hot meal? This is what's on offer. You don't like it? Don't take it. Then don't give me a shitty look about it either. See, this is the reason that I don't want to join Threads or Blue Sky or anything like that. It's just a bunch of leftists eating each other alive. As entertaining as that might be, I don't want to engage with it in any form or fashion. I'm safe in my little YouTube bubble. I'll stand all the way back here and watch the fireworks. Thanks so much for inviting me, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, this next OP says, your art isn't worth 10 pounds. Now draw my coworker nude. Is this like a consensual thing or? Probably not. And 10 pounds is an insult to ask me to defy my own moral guidelines. Goodness. He says, hello, I see you do commissions, right? And OP says, hi, yeah, my commissions are open. Are you interested? Yes, I messaged you about them because I want an, adult commission. You do those, right? And OP says, correct, I'm open to not safe for work commissions. What did you have in mind? He said, I want 2 people, like, color and render like you did in the second slides of the commission post. And for the background, I want an office place, like desk, etc. And the 2 people are like doing it on top of the desk. It gets a little too explicit, so I'm not gonna read it out loud on YouTube. But OP says, I see. A piece like that would run you about 50 pounds. I'll send you first the sketch and then half the payment. I will continue drawing until sending the finished art with my watermark over it. And if you like it, then I'll receive the other half of the payment and then I'll send it to you without the watermark. So how does that sound? But if you want to keep seeing the drawing as it progresses, in case you want modifications, I'm more than happy to do that so that the commission can be just as you want it. I wonder what the purpose of all this is. This is going to be like his grand romantic gesture. Here's me pinning you over a desk. Now will you go out with me? I don't know, man. It's kind of a creepy move. He says, 50 pounds? What? You draw anime. I want it anime, not complicated or anything. Okay, have you ever tried to draw anime for yourself? It's not easy. OP says, if you want, I could do just flat colors like the first slide of my commission post shows. That'll cost 40 pounds, since it's 2 full-body people and a background. Or if you just want the line art, I'll do that for 30 pounds. Is that better? I'm sorry if my post wasn't clear enough on the prices. I'm sure your post was clear enough. This guy's just an idiot. No, that's ugly if not with colors and like render. Okay, but it's not really negotiable. I want the full thing, but 50 is a lot! Question mark, question mark, question mark. Plus, with the whole AI thing, I want to support artists and not do it with AI. And you want 50? Question mark, is a lot. Then go AI generated, scumbag. I don't really care. You get what you pay for. If you would like something exceedingly customized to your liking, then I think 50 pounds is a rather small price to pay. OP says, okay, I understand. Thank you for wanting to support me. I really appreciate it. Well, I didn't have many other commission requests, so I can probably lower the price, especially if the characters are easy and not overly complex. I can see which characters I'll draw for you. And he said, yeah, this is her. And the man who begs her, he looks like this. It's just a picture of his coworker and himself, I'm sure. It is blurred out, so we can't see anything. Otherwise, I would totally dig in on his looks, but oh well. Maybe it's for the best. OP says, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand that the people in the drawing were you and your girlfriend. I didn't mean to call you characters. Okay, if you both are comfortable, can I ask some details about your bodies? How you want them to be drawn? I could probably do the whole thing for 25 pounds, rendered and all. I would need to talk to your girlfriend about the drawing, however. See, there you go. Looking for that consent. Also, giving him the half price thing. Don't undersell yourself, OP. Handing out the family and friends discount to a scumbag like this? No, I cannot abide. But he says, okay, can you draw the man with the same body as Bakugo from My Hero Academia, but with some hair on my chest? And no, you can't talk to the girl that you'll draw. She's busy, sorry. A little bit sus, okay. 25 is too much, man. You don't draw that well, sorry, but like, had people do the same commission for like 5. You are a cheapskate. Go with the AI artist, okay? Fuck off from here.
Don't you get it, you crustaceous cheapskate?
I've had people come to me and ask me to narrate, this part or that part, and I give them the quote, and I don't budge from it. If you don't want to pay the price that I'm asking, then go find somebody else. I can assure you that you'd get what you pay for, but no, you want to be a cheapskate, so go ahead. Make it as shit as you want it to be. OP says, okay. I think I understand what body you like drawn on you. It's not a problem. I'll also send you the sketch to confirm if that's what you want. It's okay if she's busy, but since it's an NSFW drawing of a real person, I really do just need to talk to your girlfriend. Even a quick Instagram text to have her approval. Anytime she's free would be okay for me. And OP responds to the $5 bullshit and says, oh, that is very low. I know my art isn't that good, but come on. Isn't £5 a little low for a full done piece of 2 people? Is 20 okay for you? It'll still take me like 6 hours to do it. And dividing that up, it's well below minimum wage. Please don't do this to yourself, OP. It's a non-negotiable deal, okay? I don't need your 20 that bad. Anyway, Creepy Guy says, she isn't my girlfriend, so you can't text her. Can you stop, please? This is my drawing. Yes, my drawing of another person who wasn't consenting to it. Okay, but, like, people did it for 5, and it take them more hours than 6, and they even draw better than you, sorry. I could do 10, because, okay, you don't want to do 5, but people did it for 5. Yeah, so why don't you go to those people and leave me alone? I don't see why that's so complicated. OP says, okay, well, sorry, who is the woman in the drawing then? Also, I'm not sure if I'm willing to draw for 6 hours for only 10 pounds. I might have to think about it. Don't even have to think about it. The answer's no! The price is 50 or fuck off! He says, she works with me and okay, but people did it for 5, so I think 10's okay. Tell me who did it for 5. Let me scream into the face of the person that did it for 5. OP says, you want me to draw an explicit something of your coworker? I'm sorry, I can't draw a woman that way without her consent. I thought she was your girlfriend. And he says, no, would she consent to me? This is for her birthday because we flirt and stuff. And she likes this thing, so she is okay with it. See, it is going to be his grand romantic gesture, and it's going to ruin her day, week, month, year, life. Remember that creep in the office that I was nice to, and then he presented me with an anime picture of myself and him just bent over a desk? That is such madness. OP says, look, I'm sorry, unless you'll give me a way to contact her, like a real Instagram account, so that I know that she herself consents to this type of drawing, I'm not gonna do it. And much less for 10 pounds. I don't know who these other artists are, but believe that I don't think anyone would do a commission like this. I mean, probably they would, but like I said, you gotta add some zeros onto the price tag there. Violating my own personal guideline, I'm talking 6, 7, 8 zeros. I'd like to say I die on the hill and never do anything like that, but no man can withstand the highest bidder. Let's be real. $1 billion for an anime drawing? Fine. Fine. I don't want to know anything else about it. He says, man, I can freaking ask her at work and she'll tell me she's okay with it, man. It's a gift for her freaking birthday, bitch. And 10 is a lot for your ugly drawing and anime stuff. Don't act cool at all. Like, why do you ruin the surprise, man? Come on, please. Please. She really wants it. I don't think she's the one that really wants it. This would probably, I hope, go into his private collection, the spank bank, as it were. But depending how much of a lunatic he is, he might present her with it. I really don't know. I don't believe for a second that she'd be into it. This is a trip to HR waiting to happen. And how rude to lowball the entire thing. Like we're at a garage sale or something. I know somebody that will do it for $5. Then go get him. Why are you wasting my time then? And I'm not just mad at the creep, because OP, you need to grow some backbone too. You got your line in the sand. Okay, this is my commission price. Do not budge from it. Do not talk down about your own talents and be like, oh yeah, I know my drawings are bad. No, fuck you. What I create is better than what you could ever hope to create. I know my worth, and I'm not gonna let anybody budge me away from it. You know what I mean? Being a hard ass like that won't win you very many friends, but trust me, you didn't want to be friends with this guy anyways. He's a really weird guy. So I'm glad to get away from him. We'll work on that spine a little bit more, a little bit later. All right, OP? Schedule an appointment with my receptionist. Thank you so much. Free pots need gone by tomorrow. Is this available? From where can I pick? Any discount?
Can't you read? Can't you read, mister?
This OP says man complaining as he is picking up groceries from the food pantry. Seems to happen a lot during Thanksgiving. These people ain't grateful for shit. OP says, I live in California in a high COL area, so the food pantry lines are always pretty long. Every week, I buy about $150 worth of food and drop it off at my local pantry, usually from grocery outlet. Not trying to virtue signal, just paying it forward for everyone who helped me out when I was younger. Hey, amen to that, OP. Good on you for putting back into the system, you know? This week, as I'm unloading food from my trunk, and that same food is being loaded into some guy's weekly allowance crate, he makes a snarky remark of course you got the cheap tomato sauce, and tuna tastes better than those sardines. My eye starts twitching. And I was debating on snatching the sauce and the tins of sardines out of his crate. I always try and maximize the amount of non-perishable food I buy, which means that the $1.20 can of tomato sauce and not the $6 organic can. The sardines are $2 and tuna, at least that week, was $3. I can't imagine getting free food and then complaining to the person who is literally bringing them the free food. You shouldn't have just thought about snatching their stuff out. Just be like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna take all this stuff back and give you nothing instead. Do you like that better? Oh, you don't? Then why don't you shut the fuck up and move through the line? I'm out here sacrificing my time and my money trying to do something good, and you spit in my face for it. So I don't want to fill up your stupid little crate. I slap it out of his hands. I kick the cans of mushy peas down the gutter. Go get it! Climb into the sewer where you belong, human detritus! So much for doing nice things, huh? Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes out here on r/ChoosingBeggars. We'll move on to our next post. This OP says, pregnant, never use food banks, starve instead. I mean, that'll solve it too eventually. It's Avery, everybody, and Avery's like, can someone give me some food and snacks from the dollar store? Please, I need help until I can get a job. I'm also pregnant, which makes it harder to find things that I could actually eat. I've been applying everywhere, but not getting any responses. Yeah, what does your employment history look like there, Avery? Oh, well, there's your problem. You're a non-contributor. And the saddest part of that is you're dragging another human life into this shit pile. Come on. Come on! Leah says, are you signed up with Center of Life or Helping Hands? And Avery says, Leah, no, I'm not. And I don't have a car. Nor do I trust riding with people I don't know from past experiences. Leah, and I was told by my doctor because I'm pregnant, I have to be careful eating food from food banks. I've already had several issues with food poisoning. Yeah, it's the mercury in the sardines, don't you know? It's all the cadmium from the mushy peas that I got out of the sewer. Allie says New Haven had a daily bread and monthly day for groceries, but the daily bread's more often. Also, in between that, you could go to Center of Life, because they got a food bank as well. Hope this somewhat helps. And Avery says, Allie, I was told by my doctor because I'm pregnant I have to be careful eating food from food banks because I've already had several issues with food poisoning. We're just repeating ourselves at this point. Allie, I don't have a ride, nor do I trust riding with people I don't know from past experiences. This is pathetic. How have you come this far in life and not done for yourself at all? You don't want to get a ride? How about you hop on the goddamn bus? Go get yourself a loaf of bread if you're really that hungry. But something tells me that you aren't really that hungry. You just want somebody to Grubhub you a Domino's pizza. Which would be stupid because Domino's does their own delivery. But Avery doesn't know that. She's a class A dum-dum. Polluting the gene pool. God, I'm really feeling extra mean on this one. I don't know what's going on. We are devolving is what's happening. And I'm sort of feeling it. I think I'm gonna lean into it. Let's keep it going. This OP says, who could resist? Happy Thanksgiving. This is Jeff, everybody. Bald Jeff with the stupid glasses. You know him.
My name is Jeff.
This is tough for me to post, but I'll be alone for Thanksgiving. We'll entertain invites to a dinner that has real cranberry sauce. Not that canned crap. Homemade gravy, green bean casserole, and bourbon pecan pie. I'm happy to bring a bottle of barefoot wine to share. TIA, neighbors. Turkey emoji, which I guess, yeah, thanks in advance. Thanks for nothing. Your fucking $2 bottle of wine, I don't want it. You wanna know why you're gonna be alone for Thanksgiving? Because that's the theme for the rest of your life until you learn how to be a functional human being that contributes more than some cheap fucking alcohol that you can pick up on any liquor store in the planet. You haven't tried at all. You're not welcome. I don't feel bad for you. The only one that pities you is you. As soon as I sit you down at the table, you probably find something to complain about. On the plus side, he will eat green bean casserole, which is, we always have leftovers of green bean casserole at our Thanksgivings. Nobody wants that shit. Hey, how about I just leave it like on the roadside for you? You go and pick it up and then just, you know, leave forever. And we don't actually have to interact. That would be most ideal for me. If you try and come up to the door and knock and give me that crappy wine, I'm gonna throw it through the back windshield of your car. Do you understand? Now take those green beans and get the hell out of here! God, I hate Jeff, man. But we're moving on, I guess. This OP says, I am offering free pots, and someone wants a discount on that. What should I offer? Free drop-off, maybe? Free pots need gone by tomorrow. Is this available? From where can I pick? Any discount?
Can't you read? Can't you read, mister?
OP says, excuse me? What discount do you want on free pots? Maybe like, you know, buy one, get one free or something like that. Do you have double the pots that you were looking to get rid of? Because I'll take all of them. You'll take nothing and like it. I don't even think he knows what pots are. He just saw free in the post. And he's like, yeah, let me get those. Whatever they are, I'm sure I can find a use for them. You're just a greedy human being. You're everything that's wrong with this world. People out here trying to do something nice, you do nothing but try and take advantage, and it makes me sick. Sick! Next post. This one says, baby needs an iPad. Dear Santa, my name's Nuri. I'm 1 year old and I am a girl. Santa, this is my first real Christmas, so I really am excited. My first thing I would love is an Apple iPad Air 13-inch 2024. That is so goddamn specific. Sorry, Apple wouldn't license it to us. The elves can't make it because that would be illegal. You don't want to see Santa in court. Next, I would like a Wii console, Just Dance bundle. Oh, showing some age there. And also the Michael Jackson The Experience. Babies do love Michael Jackson. I mean, he's the king of pop. Come on.
Wow! It looks like Michael Jackson's coming right at me!
I wear a size 6-inch shoes and 12 to 18 months in clothes. I love Gracie's Corner and Jod's TV on YouTube. Thanks so much, Santa. Can't wait to see what you bring me. Thank you. I brought you a box of coal because you lied to me. You wrote to me as your 1-year-old child. That's forgery, and it's illegal in many states. I told you didn't want to see Santa in court. So take the coal, shake my hand, and say thank you. If you really want to take this thing to the mat, Santa will make sure that you regret it. Ho, ho, ho. No, for real, what's a baby need an iPad for? Especially, specifically 2024 13-inch. And yeah, I'm sort of mystified it says 2024, but you want a Wii console with a dance bundle? You know you could ask for a Nintendo Switch, right? I mean, just while we're making wishes for things, whatever. The 1-year-old's not going to use a Switch either. Hardly knows what anything is. Just a fucking light bulb on the ceiling. The 1-year-old stares at it for hours. That's all you need, is a light bulb. Please, Santa, won't you bring me a 40-watt bulb for Christmas? Alright, whatever. I'm losing it now. Our next OP says, must be free! Yes, that's also one of my tenets for living life. Oh, you mean like, you just don't have to pay money for it. Okay, whatever. Blank is looking for recommendations! Good morning! I'm on the hunt for a free venue for our monthly book club. But we have a number of requirements. Hot and cold soft drinks / alcohol available for our members to purchase? Okay, so you want the place for free, but you also want the place to have a liquor license. Already, no, it's not gonna happen. A private room that can fit up to 30 people. We average around 20, but this month we had 27. Oh, sounds like word's getting around, but I'm not getting paid anymore for there being more members, so I really don't give a shit. Free car park, or close to one. Jesus. Seating in a large circle, etc. Ideally with tables, but we're happy to arrange the room as needed / move it back to the original when we finish. Yeah, how nice of you. Available every 4th Tuesday between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. In place. It must be free, as we only charge £2 to cover our fees. If food's available, that's a bonus, as some members will arrive early for tea or eat during the book club. Oh, so you have fees. £2 to cover our fees, but the venue that we're using, fuck those guys. Let me tell you what, you're gonna have to jack your fee up to $20. 18 times 27, that's $486. Yeah, roughly $240 an hour. That should cover it. You're not the only one that has fees, you see. And just to be clear, that does not cover parking validation, okay? You're gonna have to pay for that too. I'm gonna take these old biddies, these book club ladies, for everything they're worth. That's just how the world goes. It would be nice if it was free. It would be nice if the moon was made of cheese. That almost rhymes. Whatever, who cares? Next one. OP says, so are we crowdsourcing for Domino's again tomorrow? And the day after? And the day after? Oh, trust me, probably. This is from Queer Exchange Eugene. Because apparently if I'm going to exchange an item with you, I want to make sure that you're not heteronormative. My kiddo wants Domino's tonight. 0 out of 25 needed. If anyone could help out. Mama's on EBT for the foreseeable future, but kiddo's autistic and only likes certain foods. PayPal is here. Thank you, loves. And yeah, you're just gonna be back again tomorrow. Okay, I got the $25 for this night, but what about all the other nights in my life? Gee gosh, well, sounds like you need to get a fucking job. That's my advice for basically everybody on the Choosing Beggars subreddit. You can choose whatever you like as long as you have the money to pay for it. It's a very empowering experience to be like, oh, I want that. I guess I'll go and buy it. Life really can be, that wonderful, mystical, magical. If only you knew how to stash some money away for later, I understand that your kid is differently abled, but yeah, it's not up to me to feed your fucking kids. We're already doing that with the EBT. Why don't you find something besides Domino's that the kid will eat? Is he gonna starve himself because he doesn't like dinosaur nuggies? Probably not. Let's test it out, shall we? You can count on me. I'll get that kid into ship shape. And we'll save so much money on Domino's, dude. Or rather, not us, but like the community that is supporting us. Domino's stock is going to take a nosedive because this kid can eat carrot sticks now. Really weird post. And yeah, shame on you for sticking your hand every day. $25 every single goddamn day. Forget it. Good luck with the kid. Hope it works out and all that stuff. But it's up to you to provide for the child. Not me. Or the state, or Domino's Pizza. You probably could call them up and just be like, could I get a deal? The pizzas they're about to throw out, maybe you sell one for $5-10. And then, hey, there's some cost savings right there, but we don't want to do that. We need the one that's hot and fresh and exactly how I want it. And also, with the crazy breadsticks. Once again, when you give a mouse a cookie, I can't look at it any longer. We gotta move on. This OP says, pay me $50 for trash removal. Don't forget to bring a friend, but you can't keep the TV mount. Samsung 86-inch 4K TV UHD TU9000 broken screen. Oh, that's a shame. $50? Isn't that a heck of a deal for a clearly broken TV? Unfortunately, a well-thrown marker from my kid cracked the screen. Well, that's why you need to discipline your little crotch goblins, isn't it? It worked great and had an amazing picture before it was cracked. TV still turns on, but the screen is as shown in the picture. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, there's a broken TV, all right. There ain't no bringing that one back. A marker did that? Nuh-uh. They was playing ball in the house or something. A marker doesn't have the weight or velocity to make a dent that big on an 86-inch screen. Don't bullshit a bullshitter, okay? Have you ever been honest in your entire life? Doubtful. It's a massive TV and currently mounted on a TV mount that I had professionally installed. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to have it professionally uninstalled, aren't you, stupid? I can't get the TV off the mount, so you'll need to come uninstall the TV. Mount is not included. Please bring help as the TV is over 100 pounds and I cannot help load it. I'm not sure how it is mounted, so tools may be needed to take it off. Wow, what a mountain of help you've been. I don't know, it's just up there. Now give me $50 so you can take it off. Does it even register for you? Like, what a waste of space you are. How dare you ask me for $50 to take your trash away? And oh yeah, I want to keep the mount too. Not gonna happen. I hope nobody comes by to pick this piece of shit up. Probably wouldn't take all that much to fix the screen. But I think that broken TV would serve the world much better as a monument to your own failings as a human being. You can remember what a terrible parent, friend, neighbor, family member you are. And entitled to, on top of all that. Nope, I don't like it none too much. My own personal wish is that TV remains up on your wall for years. No help is coming. You have to do something for yourself for once. Ooh, that is like a scary nightmare story for her, you know? And looks like we've got some more text posts on the horizon, so we'll check that out. This OP says, food bank guests not happy they have a 10-minute wait. A lady said she'd been using my local food bank and complained that she had to wait 10 minutes in order to get her food. When the volunteer told her that there had been 3 new guests that morning and they were a few minutes behind, she complained that it never used to be so busy before. Volunteer then said that we have gone from helping 609 families a month to almost 900, and she said, "That's not my problem." Well, apparently it is. You're the one trying to complain when really I don't care. Here's a revolutionary thought. If you want your food post-haste, pay for it yourself. 10 minutes ain't even that long to wait, considering that their numbers have increased 50%. They're doing a damn fine job with what they're given. Anyway, next post. This OP says, "I want hot food, not snacks." You get what you get. If you don't like it, don't take it. Just shut your mouth.
Do you like anything? You ungrateful little
OP says, "It's becoming commonplace for beggars to get on the underground and beg for money for quote-unquote room at a hostel. Tonight's commute home was no exception. I was chilling on the tube, watching my videos, when a man got on and started his speech to the commuters." Yeah, just turn the AirPods up. I don't want to hear this shit. Similar script that I'd heard before. He's homeless, looking for a place to sleep and a hot meal. He found a hostel, but needs money to pay for the room. He's starving and hasn't eaten since yesterday, etc. I usually ignore these people. I do not discount that some of them are genuinely in need, but more often than not, these people use the money for, other things. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see him moving down the carriage and then exclaim, "Nah, man, I don't do snacks. Did boxing for 3 years. I don't do snacks. They don't do nothing. I want a hot meal." Closest you're gonna get to that is my hot piss, and blast him.
How many times are we going to have to tell you stop peeing in these establishments, okay? What have you been drinking?
That would be the funniest end of this story. He then proceeds to throw the offered banana on the floor and storm off, saying how nobody cares. Same story as the past 2 days. If he hasn't eaten since yesterday, why not take the banana to tide him over? Well, because he's lying is the simple answer there. It's all just a bunch of scammers, man, trying to take advantage of people who legitimately want to do good, and I hate it. It crushes my will to ever do anything good ever again. Do you understand? Like, sure, you're getting what you want in the short term, but in the long run, you're hurting all the people that might have come after you. It's just ludicrous. Our next poster says, "Free item." Buyer's a no-show for 5 days, shows up once the item is gone, and then asks for something else. Yeah, can I just come in your house and pick something else? I will shoot you in the chest. "Hi, is this available? Can I pick it up today?" OP says, "Yeah, I'll leave them on the steps and you can grab them at your leisure." "Okay, thank you so much. I'll be there." ALL. I'll be there. Moron. OP says, "Are you still coming?" "Tomorrow morning, brother, as I was working in place today around noon. Just please put out for me, please." And he says, "Okay, you got it. They'll be there." "Dude, are you taking them or not?" "Yes, tomorrow. My truck broke down." It's so convenient. OP says, "Oh shit, that sucks. Are this still available for me? I could pick up today." And then there's a thing that says you can now rate this person, and so far, 0 stars. This is awful. OP says, "Yeah, dude, they've been sitting on the steps since Monday. It's now Wednesday. Actually, Thursday. I need the address, please." OP sends address and says, "Hey, dude, I'm going to the dump Saturday morning. If you haven't gotten the stones by then, I'm just gonna toss them out." "Oh, what city? I need that, not just the street. It comes up under 5 cities. Hello?" Now all of a sudden we're so fucking urgent. OP says, "This was literally my first message back to you. The city. Someone else is taking them." "I just got a rental car to come. Go ahead then. Thanks for understanding." What the hell are you talking about? OP says, "Man, it said first come, first serve. No holds. You've been a no-show since Monday. Sorry to hear about your truck and all that, but these are free and you've had the address since Sunday." "Because of a truck accident. I had to go throw insurance." The plot thickens, does it? He's really desperate for these free rocks. His boulder hunting won't be complete without OP's offerings. OP says, look, the boxes are still there. If you get there before the other guy, then they're yours. 5 days now on phone trying to get a truck. Yes, I can pick them up. I'm so sorry. Lung cancer missing me off. I can't do what I used to. Can I get the address? Oh, first it's like I got a job, and then it's like I got a truck, and then it's like I got a cancer. Just throw it all at the wall, you know? See what sticks. I really need those rocks for free. I gotta go to blank ministry for GPS. OP says, you have the address twice in this chat already. And then he sends the address a third time. I have a lot of people. I'm sorry. See, he's out here just scrambling for all the free stuff that he can get. He wants to reserve it, but doesn't want to actually go pick it up. It's really weird. I'm heading out there now from place. I'm here. Did you get rid of them? OP said, yeah, if they aren't there, then someone came for them. Sorry. And he said, okay. Are you getting rid of the 2 panels door besides your garage? I can pick them up. OP says, no. Okay, thanks for nothing. OP sends a thumbs up. Yeah, thanks for nothing at all, idiot. I'd actually feel a little bit violated that this dude's creeping around, like checking out the stuff that I have at my house just to ask if he can have some more stuff for free. Some things I didn't list. Hey, you got some doors over there. Can I take those? If you step foot on this property, I will end you, okay? We spent 5 days doing the back and forth. I'm very uncomfortable that a person like this would even have my address. Just keep your head on a swivel. That's all I know. He might come back tonight for those doors. You know, if he can find a ride and his brother and his truck and his lung cancer don't fail him. Hilarious. I hope you enjoyed the episode, friends. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate all that. Check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships if you'd like to support us month to month. It's very important. We've also got a fourth wall with some merch. Oh my goodness, so many selections over there. And just in time for the holidays. What? Also, if you're doing your shopping on Amazon for the holidays, you could click my affiliate link to my microphone first and then do the shopping, and I get kicked back a few extra bucks. You don't have to pay anything more. It's like a pretty win-win type of deal. If you don't want to do it, though, that's fine. Maybe share the video around. That's free. But if you don't want to do that either, that's fine. It's all fine. I hope that you'll remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.
何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ